The Pokemon anime has never been the same since the end of the X and Y series. Since then, and even before that time, many people have discovered the wonderful world of PokéShippings. So today we are looking at the top 10 Pokemon anime shippings. Originally I was going to make this a top 10 of Ash's ships, but I decided that if I want to cover that video, I can do it as well. I hope you are ready for a nostalgia trip as we explore the top 10 Pokemon anime ships. Number 10, BrockJoy and BrockJenny. This has to be one of the most humorous ships in the entire anime. It seems like every city has an Officer Jenny and a Nurse Joy, and Brock gets those hard eyes every time. If you are newer to the anime, Brock, being a more mature character, has a fascination with pretty girls. He wants to be with them, but something always stops him, whether it be Ash, Misty, Max, or my favorite, a poison jab from Croagunk. This hindering to Brock's plan is the main reason why Brock will not end up with Joy or Jenny, and maybe not even anyone. Number 9, Brockidd. This entry takes us to the Pokemon anime movies. Lucario in the Mystery of Mew was near the ending of the Pokemon Advanced or Generation 3 series. While this is a good film, many people see it primarily as a preview of Generation 4 with the introduction of Weavile and the main character of Lucario. The Weavile are owned by Kid Summers, a world-renowned world record holder in many categories who is interested in the discovery of Mew. She joins the quest to get Pikachu back once the gang finds out that Mew took it and Meowth to the Tree of Beginning. She and Brock have some flirtatious interactions, being the only other older characters in the group. She, unlike most girls Brock goes after, doesn't really have any hindrance, but it makes sense that she would prefer to continue her exploits in finding rare things and holding records. Number 8, Mareshipping. Continuing with the Pokemon movies, we take a step back to the end of the Johto Journey series and look at Pokemon heroes, Latios and Latias. Ash and Misty entered the Tour de Altamar, a water-type competition for Pokemon to pull their trainers in rafts through the city that vaguely resembles Amsterdam and its waterways. Ash gets taken off course by Latios and Latias, and Mystery wins the race. Eventually they come across the Rocket members, Annie and Oakley, which really could have been given better names, but you know how it goes. They are trying to steal the Soul Dew to use it to repower the Altamar defense machine that is very, very powerful. Ash meets them, trying to capture Latias, who is portraying the local girl Bianca, who enjoys painting. Her grandfather protects the Soul Dew with Latios and Latias. Annie and Oakley eventually capture Latios and obtain the Soul Dew and begin their power the machine. Ash and crew stop them. The gang returns to the docks to head back to their adventures, but Bianca comes to say goodbye. She gives Ash a painting and a kiss. But how do we know this is actually Bianca? It could be Latias imitating Bianca. Both would be grateful to Ash for helping Lorenzo protect the Soul Dew. Latias and Bianca both only have each other now since Latios sacrificed himself to reverse the actions of the defense system. And this kiss is to remind Ash that they are grateful and they will miss him. I tend to lean towards the Latias side of this argument due to the fact that Bianca, in quotation marks, in the final scene doesn't say anything, but maybe that's just a theory for another video. Number 7, KissShipping. Again, another Pokemon movie entry. In the second Pokemon movie, Pokemon 2000, Ash, Misty, and Tracy arrive in the Shamuti Islands around the festival time. The villagers dress in traditional gear to greet the visitors, and this scares the gang. Melody is the only one who doesn't dress in traditional garb, because she is rebellious. She meets the gang and instantly flirts with Ash. She even kisses him. Misty gets jealous of her instantly, and it seems like they have a feud most of the film because of Ash. Melody is the festival maiden, one chosen to play the festival tune resembling Lugia's cry in the film, on what looks like an ocarina. Since she kissed Ash, this makes Ash the chosen one. Ash must collect 3 orbs resembling the legendary bird trio Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Meanwhile, the movie's villain, Lawrence III, has captured Moltres as part of his plan to catch all the legendary birds and Lugia. With Moltres out of the way, Ash encounters Zapdos, trying to seize control of Moltres' island. Lawrence captures Zapdos as well, causing the heroes to try to free them. And eventually, Ash has retrieved 2 of the 3 orbs, but must venture over the water where the legendary birds are fighting. Ash sinks into the water, but Lugia rescues him, and they make their way to retrieve the orb and return to the shrine. But Lugia and Ash both fall in the process, by having Misty drag Ash to shore. Lugia does fall, and one way that it is revived is by Melody playing her melody, and Lugia is revitalized. Besides the kiss in the beginning of the movie, Ash and Melody don't share many moments. They share a few looks, if that. And Melody sort of mirrors Misty in some aspects, but is much more friendlier with Ash in most regards. Maybe she just wishes to go with Ash to get off the islands and see the world, but we will never know. Number 6, AdvanceShipping. Continuing with Ash's companions, May joins Ash and Brock in the Advanced series. May only became a trainer to travel, but she was taken under the wing of Ash to help her with her battling. After watching a contest, she decided to become a coordinator. She does a decent job replacing Misty in the 3rd generation, but fails to have very many intimate encounters with Ash. I partially blame her brother Max for this, but with aspirations to become the top coordinator, she leaves Ash at the end of the Advance series. Number 5, PearlShipping. Ash has had many female companions, but Dawn was kind of a standout. She had a family and aspired to follow her mother's footsteps, becoming a coordinator. She begins traveling with Ash and Brock to gain experience. While suffering a few setbacks, she and Ash really have helped each other grow in their respective fields. Ash's battle knowledge, if it can be called battle knowledge, helped Dawn become better at the contest, and some of Dawn's inventive use of her Pokemon's moves inspired Ash to use some tactics in his gym battling. Sadly, once they parted ways, we all knew we'd never see Dawn again. Number 4, Contestshipping. And the main reason why Ash and May never really stood too much of a chance is because of a fellow contestant, Drew. Drew is May's main rival, and they both take each other as a very serious opponent, since they both strive for the same goal. Throughout the series, Drew becomes more friendly towards May, even though he sort of is a jerk at the beginning. He's constantly critiquing May, but as the series goes on, this critiquing becomes more constructive criticism. Drew is even given May a rose, a common item he has, and he gives it to her for her beautifulized performance in a contest. Drew does come across as charming towards May in some instances, and I can definitely see a future where they become a top coordinating pair, if it weren't for another couple. Number 3, PenguinShipping. So, not only is Ash on Dawn's radar, one of her contestant rivals, Kenny, also has it out for Dawn's attention. Kenny and Dawn have a childhood relationship, being childhood friends. Maybe Ash never really had a chance, since she knew Kenny first. Kenny even calls Dawn Dee Dee as a name from their childhood to bring back memories. They even share a member of the Piplup evolution line, thus giving this shipping its name. Though not much of the anime has them together, there are romantic tensions between the two during the contest episodes. From the beginning, Kenny is jealous of Ash. Obviously, Kenny has feelings for Dawn. Constantly throughout the series, Kenny is shown to care about Dawn by persuading her to continue her contest, even though she wanted to give up at one point. And eventually, their connection boils down to a battle between Kenny and Ash to see who Dawn will go with. Dawn wants to cheer on Ash in the Sinnoh League, but also wants to go back home with Kenny to train for the Grand Festival. Kenny does win, but allows Dawn to go with Ash, saying she'd be happier that way. Brock shares that Kenny must keep putting his heart on the line, and Kenny even says that this gives him hope for a future. Maybe this relationship could happen after the Diamond and Pearl series. Now, before we break into the obvious top 2, there is one honorable mention I would love to share. Rocketshipping. we have Jesse and James, Team Rocket, blasting off at the speed of ship. Many people ship James and Jesse, mostly off the fact that they are inseparable. Okay, we've all seen that couple at school, the ones that really can't do anything without the other. And that's Jesse and James. We've seen them as a duo since episode 1 of the anime, and nothing has separated them since. I do not think of this as a romantic shipping. James just kind of seems like a younger brother to Jesse, since she bosses him around and seems smarter than James. He acts really whiny towards Jesse, and that is popular among younger siblings as a method to get their way. And obviously they must be pretty close, since the time they share together, but also both of them have had family faulties in their lives, and they're really just trying to escape from that. They find comfort in sharing this commonality together. Number 2. PokéShipping. The original beginning to the ships in the Pokemon anime comes from the first season. Ash encounters Misty in the first episode using her bike to get to a Pokemon Center. Eventually this turns into a companionship as Misty follows Ash until he fixes her bike. They become great friends along the way. These two constantly bicker and fight, showing a display opposite of what many people would expect from a romantic pairing. They have their moments of toying around with each other though, saying embarrassing things to get the others to show their genuine emotions. Both Ash and Misty get jealous when another gives attention to either one of them, often leading them to try to outdo the other suitor. But at the end of the day, they would continue together on their journey. They were together for the first 2 generations of Pokemon, until they parted ways at the end of Johto Journeys. This brought to an end what many had come to expect from the anime, with the traveling companions of Ash, Brock, and Misty. But I understand they wanted to explore the playable female characters in Generation 3 in the advanced series of the anime. Misty's tomboyish charm made its way into the hearts of many kids who grew up with the anime from the very beginning. She became the standard for Ash's companions. Number 1, Amour Shipping. Up until the X and Y anime, no one replaced Misty. Many people consider her too high of a standard for others to compare to. Then Serena comes along. Serena knew Ash in their childhood, attending a camp together where Serena began her interest in Ash. Ash helped her when she got lost. They even held hands, but they were children, so. Serena begins her journey once she knows that Ash is in Kalos. She spends the first 2 episodes trying to find Ash, which causes her to begin her own journey. Eventually she meets up with Ash, who doesn't remember her, but regardless, she returns the handkerchief Ash used to patch up her wounds all those years ago. She decides to join Ash's entourage and begins traveling around with them. She teaches Ash a few things while she is captivated by how Ash is. This ship heavily relies on Serena's feelings for Ash, if you haven't noticed. Serena seems lost as a character in the beginning. She has no motives or goals besides seeing Ash again. She doesn't even battle until she is forced to thanks to Team Rocket. Eventually, she decided to be a Pokemon performer. Serena grew to be quite the performer and soon set her sights on the Hoenn contest to continue her training. In their farewell, it is implied that Serena gives Ash a kiss, then leaves. This is only implied. We cannot prove the kiss was real or not, since it wasn't on the screen. It's like if someone dies off screen, you only have the evidence of what the other characters are discussing about them. This is the same case here. Despite the reactions of Clement and Bonnie and Ash, no mention of Serena kissing Ash is ever spoken of. For all we know, Serena just told Ash that she loved him, or something to a similar effect. Regardless of how you think the last scene played out, I believe Serena holds the title of the best ship with Ash, and not for the kiss reason. Serena only just outranks Misty. Now I base this logic on the Sun and Moon anime. Serena didn't come along to Alola, but we do see Misty again. Everything seems the same, and this is the point where Misty falls just short. Her reaction to seeing Ash isn't overwhelming. In fact, she's more worried about stopping Brock's chances with a cute girl. They don't embrace or even share any of their old romantic tensions throughout the 2 episodes they appear in. And Misty really has matured, and obviously she has moved on from Ash. But back in the day, those two were the ship. I believe that reunion with Misty is the only factor that separates PokéShipping and Amour Shipping. Why? I think Serena would actually embrace Ash if they saw each other again. Maybe we might actually get to see an on-screen kiss. Serena also is the only other one who actively sought to travel with Ash. Misty just wanted her bike fixed, and then just joined along for the fun of it. The intention is there to make Amour Shipping the best Ash ship, and the best overall anime ship. I still like Misty better, but I can acknowledge that Amour Shipping is the more logical, and since this is the best Pokemon anime shippings, and not my people I want Ash to be with video, I can still like Misty better. Maybe I'll even do a video on that someday. There you have it. Those are the top 10 anime shippings. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I was really excited to work on this video this week, so I hope you enjoyed. Now if you did enjoy, make sure you do leave a like, and also subscribe to the channel for some more awesome content. Make sure you come back next week, as we have a very special video to start off March, and I promise it's not another shipping video. Now with all that being said, I am ChaosMay006 signing off. Make sure you guys burn it up.